Hi everybody. Today we're going to be drawing a complete figure. Now I've been drawing headshots and I've been working on hands in some videos, but today we're going to work on a complete figure. And the figure that we're going to be working on is Betty Cooper from Archie Comics. And this is a private commission. Somebody wanted me to draw them a Betty. Now, what you're seeing me doing right now is what we call the gesture drawing, where I am actually just moving all over the figure and very roughly, in a very sketchy way, I am drawing all of the figure, the complete figure. And the pose is also picked by the commissioner, so he wanted Betty on the beach, hands on hips, which is what I'm going to do. Now notice, once again, I can't stress enough, I'm moving all over the figure, and I don't want to get locked into any one part of the figure or any details of the figure. I just want to have a complete rough of a figure down as quickly as I can. And this just helps me keep up a more loose figure, you know. Sometimes one of the most common problems with drawing that people ask me about is that their figures appear too stiff, too posed. And to help that, you really need to do a lot of gesture drawings, a lot of drawings like this, where the figure is just very loose and we're not worried about details like muscles or even too much anatomy or clothes just yet. Once I have this rough figure down, more or less, and she's gonna be set on the beach, so I'm gonna just throw her feet behind a nice convenient sand dune so I don't really have to sweat the feet. Maybe we'll see some of that foot. It'll be in the sand a little bit. But now that I'm starting to get more of a figure, I could start to flesh her out a little bit more and start making her a little less like a mannequin and more like specifically Betty. So I could start indicating some details like her swimsuit. I could tighten up. Notice too how light I started, how very light I started. And now that I'm starting to get more finished, now I could start getting darker. So I could start adding things like facial features. And even here, I'm not gonna be above erasing if I feel like I need to erase, which is another reason why I go light at this stage. And this stage, this is what we call the underdrawing. This is where I'm just laying down the foundation of what the figure is going to look like. And since I'm pretty happy with my foundation, I'm gonna keep moving across her now and tightening her up. And when I say moving across, I don't want to necessarily just work my way down. I really want to, by bouncing around the entire figure, it lets me keep tabs on the entire figure. And this way, I'm not just dealing with her in pieces. She's looking, I'm keeping tabs on how the arms work with the legs. I'm not thrilled with her hands, so I just erase the hands. And I want to simplify her fingers a little bit. That's okay. Round off her elbow a little bit, make that a little more human. And Betty's gonna get inked and colored, so I could still tweak her in my inks if there's anything I'm not happy with. Shape her arm a little bit. up to her head. Really defining the face a little bit. And I guess I could give her her trademark ponytail. Keep that loose. And again, she's going to be inked, so there's going to be another pass that I'm going to be taking at her, where I could fix anything that I feel that I'm not getting just right just now. And shape her legs a little bit. And Betty is almost there. We're almost there with Betty. This is a private commission. Somebody reached out to me. They emailed me and they asked me if I would do what they wanted, which I rarely say no. If I'm gonna be, you know, of course I charge for this service, but yeah, that's you know, it's available to anybody. If anybody's interested in getting a specific drawing from me, just reach out and let me know. Just reach out to my email, Fernando Ruiz, everybody@gmail.com, and we could talk. We could discuss this. So, I don't want to go too dark with my pencils either, because as I said, I'm going to be inking her, and then after her inks have dried, I will be erasing these pencils and adding color. And I don't know if I'll do that in another video. I know a lot of people really like to see each and every step. I guess, you know, if you ask, I'll certainly do it. But I also don't want to get too repetitious either. And I know I've done some inking and coloring demos already. And I know some people have asked specifically for a Betty recently, which is why I thought this was a good opportunity to tackle Betty specifically. And let me do a little bit more about the sand. I know I've been asked to do a Jughead, and I feel like I've done Jughead before, but somebody asked me specifically to go over how I draw Jughead, so I may not have done a step-by-step thing with him. I'll have to look into it, and maybe we'll do Jughead too. A few little sand details, some shells, some clams, a few more, and her bikini, according to the commissioner, is a teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So gotta add those dots. Just that. Maybe what I'll do is in the background just give a little bonus Archie, and maybe he could just be oozing hearts. Bonus Archie lying on the sand. I'm really zipping through Archie, but Betty's the star of this one. Archie's in there just for the sake of a gag, just to give this piece a little bit more of a narrative element, a little bit more of a story to it. And behind Betty, I'll throw in a few waves, because she's at the beach. And I'll rule my horizon line later, but I just want to throw it in now very quickly, just so we get an idea of what the piece should finally look like. And that's just about done. I'm still going to go in, maybe tweak and add a few little more details, add a little bit more to this beach. But as for the figure of Betty herself, she is pretty much good. That is pretty much Betty. So if you have any questions, as always, please leave them in the comments section below. Any suggestions, ideas for future videos, I always love to get those. Please just let me know. Okay, thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope if you enjoyed this, you'll subscribe. I hope you'll click like and give the oh, don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified about future videos. And last but not least, a share always helps. That always helps get the word out about the videos. Just share it on your social media. Send it to anybody you think is an Archie fan or an art fan, or just likes to watch how this stuff is done. Okay, thanks a lot, everybody. I will see you soon at the next one. Bye-bye.